Over the past few months, many banks have been trying to one-up another with their savings interest rates. Back in August, DBS was the first bank to raise their interest rates. OCBC and UOB saw this and quickly raised their rates too. Then, in October, OCBC suddenly announced another rate increase, which was quickly followed by DBS. And just when we thought that was it, UOB just upped the rates again. While all this was happening, all of us were like, buy, pay, buy, pay, buy, pay. So, in this video, I'll be showing you which bank lets you earn the highest interest now. And as a bonus, I will also share some other platforms where you can possibly earn even higher interest without locking up your money. Alright, let's start right now. Okay, before we compare the accounts, I will first assume that you are a typical working adult in Singapore. That means 1. You are earning at least $2,500 a month. 2. You have at least $10,000 in your bank account. And 3. Your credit card spend is at least $500 a month. With that assumption, the winner here is the UOB One Account. On their website, even though they are promising up to 7.8% interest, the keyword here is the word up to. They have 3 different ways for you to earn interest, but I will just focus on the last method, which gives you the highest interest. Spend $500 on an eligible UOB card and credit salary via gyro. If you can do that, you will earn at least 3.85% interest, which is really high. Few things to take note of. 1. Not all UOB cards will qualify you for the bonus interest. The only ones eligible here are the UOB One Card, UOB Ladies Card, UOB Evo, UOB One Debit Card, UOB Ladies Debit Card, and the UOB Mighty FX Debit Card. Second, you need to credit a minimum of $1,600 salary to qualify. And third, your account balance will be earning a tiered interest. So, for example, your first 30k earns a 3.85% interest, next 30k earns 3.9%, next 15k earns 4.85%, next 25k earns 7.8%, and anything above that will just earn a tiny 0.05% interest. Which means that if you have 100k worth of savings, you are a rich boy, and you earn an effective interest rate of 5%, rather than the advertised rate of up to 7.8% interest, yeah? As a bonus, right now, there's a promotion where if you deposit incremental fresh funds by 31st December, you will receive some bonus cash and a chance to win a free gift. So, that's the UOB One Account. It is giving the highest interest rates compared to all the other banks out there. Cons, it requires you to use one of their cards. And if you aren't using any of that, too bad, you won't be able to earn the high interest rates. Quick pause, did you know that the Webull app has quite a lot of features other than, just buying and selling stocks? For example, you can read up on important stock news in the News tab. Or if you go to the Company tab, you can check out key financials and indicators here. For example, you can see that Tesla's earnings per share has been going up. Nice. Return on assets, return on equity, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, and there's even a peer comparison too. Also, right now, their sign-up bonus is super generous. By just depositing 2,000 SGD in, buy 1 US stock or 1 ETF with a minimum transaction of 100 USD, buy 1 US option, or while maintaining a 2,000 SGD net account value for that 30 days, and you will receive a $150 cash voucher reward. So, if you are interested, you can sign up to Webull using my link down below. With that being said, let's get back to the video. And that brings me to the second best bank account, the OCBC 360. Again, on their website, you will see a similar wording where it says up to 7.65% interest a year. But this time, I know that this up to means that there are criteria to fulfill. So let's check out what we can realistically get. The OCBC 360 will first give you a base interest of 0.05% a year. Then for every category that you can hit, you will earn additional interest. So for example, if you can credit $1,800 salary or more into the account, you will earn a bonus 2% interest on your first 75k. Then, if you can increase your savings by $500 a month, you will earn another 1.2% interest. And if you spend at least $500 on selected OCBC cards each month, you will earn another 0.6% interest. If you can fulfill just these three categories, you will already earn a 3.85% interest, which is on par to the UOB One Account's interest that I showed you just now. However, there are a few things to take note of. 1. Only certain cards will qualify you for the bonus interest, namely the OCBC 365, OCBC NXT, OCBC 90 Degrees N, and the OCBC Titanium Rewards card. But if you aren't using those cards, you will earn a slightly lower 3.25% interest, which, to be honest, is still very high. And 2, they are also giving a tiered interest where you earn a higher interest from 75k up to 100k. Personally, I feel that the OCBC 360 account is good if you are already spending with one of the OCBC cards. Or even if you aren't using their cards, you will still be earning a 3.25% interest by just crediting your salary in and increasing your monthly savings by $500 a month. But if for some reason you can't use the OCBC 360 account, the third choice here would be the DBS Multiplier account, which is giving up to 4.1% interest. There are 3 different ways to earn interest, but the most common method would be the option 1, where you credit your salary in, then spend with their credit card to meet a minimum transaction amount of $2,000 or more. If you can do that, you will earn a 1.5% interest, which feels a little low compared to the UOB One Account and the OCBC 360 account interest that I showed you just now, which makes me suspect that DBS may be increasing their interest rate soon in order to stay competitive. The good thing here is that the credit card category is super easy to fulfill, as there's no minimum spend requirement. So even if you go to spend $1 or $2 on your card, you will already qualify for the credit card spend. But just make sure that they are eligible transactions. It can be something as simple as a Simply Go tap or some retail spend. If you can do that, you will earn 1.5% interest on your savings. So those were the 3 banks where you could earn a high interest rate on your savings. But you will notice that all of them have something in common, other than the fact that they like to use the word up to. Instead, it is the fact that all of them need you to credit your salary in order to earn a higher interest rate. While it's true that OCBC 360 doesn't require you to do that, but without the salary crediting part, you will earn a lot less interest. So, if you are unable to fulfill the salary crediting criteria, here are 2 other options that you can use. The first account is the Standard Chartered JumpStart account. This account just straight up gives you 2% interest on up to 20k of your savings. Then, if you're using Standard Chartered to invest, you will earn additional 0.5% interest. But because you are a smart guy or girl, you will definitely be like, what's the catch? There's always a catch. And you are right, there's a catch. And that is, this account is only eligible for young adults between 18 to 26 years old. If you qualify, then this account is actually quite good because 1, this account doesn't have any minimum balance requirement, while all the others have. For example, DBS Multiplier requires you to have a minimum balance of $3,000, otherwise there will be a $5 fee. And 2, if you spend with the debit card, you will get to earn a 1% cashback, which is actually quite generous, especially if you can't qualify for a credit card yet. The second account is the Trust Bank Savings Account. This account just straight up gives you 1.5% interest on your first 75k deposit. The interest is slightly lower than the Standard Chartered JumpStart account, but the good thing is that there's totally no requirement to earn the 1.5% interest. And one benefit is that if you make 5 eligible purchases with your trust card every month, you will get to earn an additional 0.5% interest, bumping it up to 2% interest. I won't go too much into how the card works, but basically, this card is what I call an auntie card, where it gives a higher interest on fair price spends. Also, right now, Trust Bank is running a promotion where if you sign up with my code, you will receive a $10 fair price e-voucher spent with their Trust card, and you will receive another $25 fair price e-voucher. So those were the two accounts that don't need you to credit your salary in. But here's one more method that lets you earn a high interest, and that is brokers' cash management accounts. Right now, there are 4 brokers that have cash management accounts. Tiger Brokers, which is giving a 3% yield, Mumu 3.2% yield, IBKR 3.2% yield for account balance above 14k, and Poems, which is giving a 2.3% yield. And the good thing is that all of them don't have any requirements for earning those interests. However, just take note, this is an investment, not a savings account, meaning the returns are not guaranteed and there's always a small risk of losing money. But because the funds are used to invest in super safe investments, it's very rare that they will deliver a negative return. This method is good for earning a return on money that's already in your broker while you're waiting to buy the dip that may or may not come. You can also use it to earn a return on your cash savings. But just take note that there's a small withdrawal time if you want to withdraw the money back to your bank account. So those were all the methods that let you earn a high interest on your money. If you are able to take advantage of all this, you will be able to earn a few hundred to a few $1,000s worth of interest every year, which is actually super good. Anyway, that's all for this video. Hopefully it helps you out. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.